Hello, hi Arpit. How's your day going? Hope you're doing good. I'm just setting up my stream, getting my VTuber model working. I actually could not really decide what to do today. I was thinking about doing I wanted to study system design rather than regular Leetcoding. I wanted to read Alex Chu's Cracking the System Design interview on stream, and then maybe even doing like a parody of an ASMR video. I didn't have time to to prepare that though. So I'm just doing regular Leetcoding today, which is, yeah, what I usually do. Maybe next time I'll do the system design thing. I wanted to like adjust my microphone so that I can get really close to it without it peaking and sounding really shitty. Sorry for swearing. To do like an ASMR parody while reading the system design book. Like ASMR, I read you a bedtime story. Alex Shu cracking the system design interview. I thought that would be so funny, but yeah, didn't have time to configure mic settings or even test out anything. I don't want to just start the stream and then watch the VOD and the mic is just peaking everywhere, you know? So I have to set aside some time to test that. Alright, anyways, we're doing some Leetcoding today. Bam, I'm here. Hello. Let me switch this to Python. By the way, I have a global ranking now. Oh, let me get the Chrome window up. Properties. Is it this screen? Yeah, it's this screen. I finally have a global ranking now. Look at this. Show your ID, bro. Maybe later if you stick to the end of the stream. But yeah, look. My ELO rating on leetcode.com is 1500 now, 1589. That's crazy. I thought on chess.com you gain ELO like you start off at like 100 or something, like 200, 300, something like that, 800. I didn't think you would like just start off at 1500. That makes the 3000 ratings look a little bit less impressive. Like, are all the ELO ratings just inflated like this, you know? Okay, there's a lot of rank to 0 people. Oh. Wait, how does this happen? A decent good rating is 2200? Oh. Wait, that's crazy. How does my score just jump like this? This guy attended 200 contests, his score is only 40. I attended one, my score is 1500. How? Is there a mistake? Alright, well it's probably gonna drop by the time the next results come out because I did horrible on the last contest. I think I submitted like 4 times or something, 5 times before getting 2 problems right, so it's okay, it will balance out. Good rating is 2200, huh? Interesting. Okay, let's do some problems. Good start. Oh, thank you. Okay, this one, I've done this in Python before. I mean, in Java, not Python. So I should have some advantage here. Longest common subsequence. Given 2 strings, text1 and text2, return the length of their longest common subsequence. If there is no common subsequence, return 0. A subsequence of a string is a new string generated from the original string with some characters can be none, deleted, without changing the relative order of the remaining characters. For example, ACE is a subsequence of ABCDE. A common subsequence of two strings is a subsequence that is common to both strings. Okay, so subsequence is like substring or subarray, but you can delete characters, but you just have to preserve the order. Okay, so you're given two strings like these, and you're supposed to track, well, what is this? Ask Leet. Oh yeah, apparently Leetcode made their own AI agent. I have not tried it yet. They're really pushing it, huh? Every time you highlight something, you can ask Leet. What happens if I just highlight random string? And then I'll try this later. But yeah, you're given two strings. Your goal is to return the length, an integer, of the longest subsequence. So ACE can be ACE. What is your goal in Leetcode? That is a good question. I don't think I have a goal. I'm just here. I guess my goal is to get good at job interviews, you know? Yeah, I want to go into a job interview and have a good chance at it, you know? Though it would be cool to get a high rating, you know? I guess that's a secondary goal. Okay, I kind of remember how to do this in Java. Oh nice, try Code Forces too. Code Forces. What's the advantage of doing Code Forces over Leetcoding? I kind of remember how to do this. There's a recursive approach, right? And then we can do some memoization. So for each string, we can start a pointer at the first character, right? And then at each recursive frame, we have two options. One is like stay the same at one, skip, or skip the first one, and then stay on the second one. Yeah. Or if they're both the same, like if the two current characters are the same, then you can skip both and add one to your count, right? The length of the longest. Yeah, and then you add one to your count, right? Yeah, you don't really have to break, as in start a new subsequence, right? You can continue forever. You can skip stuff. Arpit says, all the top users you are seeing in Leetcode are high rating practices mainly from Code Forces. They do Leetcode for time pass. Really? So Code Forces is like Leetcode but on steroids, is what you're trying to tell me. Wait, so Code Forces is like training with weights on for Leetcode. Is that what you're telling me? That's insane to hear. That there's something harder. Is it a recursion? I think it's recursion. Yeah, I think it's recursion. We'll probably have like, they gave us text 1, text 2, right? So we'll have T1, T2. We'll have an I over here, and then a J to store the pointers at both of the strings. And then For each recursive frame, we have pick not pick knapsack type. I have no idea what knapsack is, but it sounds like from the vibe, it sounds like I'm thinking of what you're thinking. So at each recursive frame, we have several options, right? If both of the options are the same, we can do 1 plus. If both of the current characters are the same, we can do 1 plus recursive call, I plus 1, j plus 1, right? Else, the solution is, I mean, yeah, what else are you going to do, right? You're not going to skip I or skip j, are you? You kind of have to take the current characters. There's kind of no other way around it, right? And then else, you can do either increment I or either increment j. Yeah, so this is plus I plus j, and this is just plus I plus j, that kind of deal. And then we can do some memoization, maybe use a add cache decorator at the top. I recently figured out you can do that. That's so convenient. In Java, you gotta memoize manually. Fortunate jump scare, boo. Ah, you scared me. Hello, Fortuner, how you doing? Thanks for reminding me that Windows 10 is out of date. Okay, I'm gonna make a helper function here. I'm gonna call this helper. I will be an int. And then j will be an int. I'm gonna move all this text out of the way. Hello, Fortuner, how you doing? Have you updated to Windows 11 yet? Hold on, what's the base case actually? If my index is out of bounds, I can just return 0, right? Because I guess the meaning of I and j is what's the best solution starting at I and j? If I and j are out of bounds, then kind of no hope for me, right? It's just 0. I guess another way to think about it is I can return 0 so that my previous recursive calls can start adding stuff to it, you know? I'm still on Windows 7 lol. Oh, sure, of course. So if I is greater than or equal to length of text1, or j is greater than or equal to length of text2, then you can return 0. If text1 character I is equal to text2 character j, then you can return 1, because we can add 1 to our subsequence now using the 2 current characters plus helper self.helper. Ha, I'm learning. Text1, text2, I plus 1, I plus 2. Else, we have 2 options, right? Self.helper, text1, text2. My college professor's gonna yell at me because I didn't put spaces. Did you ever have that one, I don't know, programming teacher or professor who was really adamant on formatting? I had one. It was really annoying at first, but now it's like if I see bad formatting, kind of gets itchy. Like, it gets uncomfortable to look at, so I have to spaces after my commas now too. So there's two options. We only increment I, and j stays the same. Or I stays the same and j plus 1. Yeah, let's call this increment I is equal to that. Increment j is equal to that. And then the result is just return max of the two options, increment I, comma, increment j. I think that's it. And then what do you do here? Return helper self.helper text1, text2. We start I and j at just 0. I feel like that's it, no? Is there something I'm missing here? We have a base case. If either is out of bounds, return 0. If text1, no, if either characters are the same, both characters are the same, then you return 1 plus self.helper increment, oh, this is supposed to be a j here. Else you increment I plus 1, j, increment j plus 1, and then you return the max of the two options. Okay, let's try this out. All right, not quite. Output is 2 expected 3, 2 expected 3, 0, all right. Okay, what's going on here? If either is out of bounds, return 0. You know what? Let's print out our recursive calls. When in doubt, print stuff out. Let's print out. Would it be more convenient to print out I, like the indices or the actual letters? I think I'll print out the actual letters. Text 1 I, comma, text 2 j. Oh wait, we probably shouldn't do this here because it might be out of bounds. Let's do this after the out of bounds check. J plus 1. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Wow. Thanks, Arpit. By the way, is that your real name, Arpit? Is that a Indian name? Okay, if we submit this, we're gonna get time limit exceeded or something. Or maybe even output limit exceeded. Oh wait, no, I already, yeah, time limit exceeded. My Leetcode extension is working. That's okay. We have our secret weapon. Yeah, I'm Indian. Ooh. Are you a student or are you working? Do I just do at cache here? Well, first I can even use this test case at cache. Memoized it with 2D Dynet DP. I've actually tried memoizing in Python before. It doesn't work well, I feel like. You often get, I don't know, Actually, I forget the error I run into, but I think Python is really inefficient when it comes to opening recursion frames. Adding a decorator at cache might be actually more efficient, I think. Yeah, look at that. Please, work. Let's go. Sometimes I love Python. It's almost ridiculous that you can just get away with putting an add cache here. I don't know if you watched me do the last contest, but sometimes even this doesn't work because you'll get a memory limit exceeded because it literally caches every single call, every single different call to the helper function. So you would have to do like a at LRU cache with some limit equal to blah blah blah, you know? I don't know if you were there in the last contest, but the reason I had 5 submissions is because I was doing a recursive solution too, and I was like, okay, LRU cache 200, okay, 400, 800, and I eventually went up to like 2000 or I think it was 4000 before the solution was accepted. It was pretty funny. That would cost me so many submissions. But yeah, I'm glad it worked in this case, like just barely. It got me on the map. Since I'm so far behind here in time complexity, I'm just gonna look at what most people did. Oh boy. I think I like my solution better. Arpit is like, oh, what are you laughing at, Arpit? Are you laughing at my strap for the last contest or the fact that we could solve this at that cache? What are they doing here? Man, reading dynamic programming code just hurts my brain sometimes. See, why do this whole shtick? Only so many lines of code when you could do just this, 15 lines of code. Isn't this so much better? 1988 milliseconds. Literally, Python is slow, bro. Try C++. It is fast and efficient for Leetcoding. Oh. But if I learned C++, I would only use it for Leetcoding. I wouldn't use it for anything else. Like, right now, for Leetcoding in Python, I mean, Python is fine for Leetcoding, right? You can usually get a lot done in very few lines of code, right? For example, this whole add cache thing. What about this? Yeah? But yeah, you're right. C++ is pretty fast. For Leetcode contests, do they rank you higher if your runtime is low? I think they just see if you solved it within a given amount of time, right? They just track the time it took for you to solve it. Yeah. Yeah, the reason I can justify trying to learn Leetcode in Python is because my current job uses Python and JavaScript. And I've heard that Python is, efficient writing-wise, like typing-wise, for Leetcode. So that's why I'm doing that. Previously, I was Leetcoding in Java because my previous job used it. But now it's like, I don't even use Java in my work anymore. Kind of feels weird to just Leetcode in Java. Should we try another problem? I don't want to start another problem and then spend an hour on it just because I'm stuck on it. Code line 75. Let me take a gulp of water too. Okay, word break problem. Python syntax is so short you can grind many problems. Yeah. Like, look at this. Compared to this, sheezes. Okay, word break. I can't promise I'll have time to do this today. Maybe we'll read it today, plan it, and then do it next time. Given a string, this is Leetcode word break. Given a string s and a dictionary string's word dict, return true if s can be segmented into a space-separated sequence of one or more dictionary words. Note that the same word in the dictionary may be reused multiple times in the segmentation. Ah, I see. So, Leetcode, word dict. I see. So in this case, you're given a string and a dictionary full of words. Yeah, and you're like, okay, can we split this sentence up into words that are here? In this case, you can, because you can split them to leet and then code. In this case, you can do apple, pineapple. In this case, you can do cats and dog. Oh no. Oh, look, so this is kind of tricky because you can do either cat singular or cats plural. So you have to try all your cases here, huh? And then you can do and or sand. Yeah, there's kind of no way to do it here, right? Okay, I'm gonna go a recursive approach again. Okay, so clearly we have to at least iterate through this array, right? Go left to right. We should probably track where our current word can begin and where our current pointer is, right? So what I'm proposing is have a function that goes the current string, the dictionary, and then have an I and then a J that signifies the start of where we're looking at and the end of where we're looking at. Yeah, so in the beginning, I and J would both start at the same place at index equals 0. Yeah, so it will be like substring I through J inclusive. Are there any base cases we can do here? So if I is out of bounds, that means we can return true, right? Because we should only increment I if we found a dictionary word that we can use. Yeah, for example, when we get through leet, I should begin like here. We'll update I to here at the beginning of code. And then after we find code, we'll increment I to just 1 plus after J. Yeah, so if I is out of bounds, then you return true. Right? Else, if J is out of bounds, that means you were trying to find a word and you failed and you got to the end and you still couldn't find a word, right? So that means you will return false. Yeah. Next is your recursive cases. So if substring I through J is in the dictionary, then you could use the current word as a you could try to extract the current word, right? And then continue on. Or you can choose to leave it. Like an example down below where you could do plural cats or just singular cat. Yeah, so if substring, I'm just gonna write this for substring. If the substring I through j inclusive is in the D, in the dictionary, then you can have a recursive call that goes string is the same, P is the same. I would equal to j plus 1 because you would start your next word after j because ij forms the string. And then j would also start at j plus 1 as well. So that would be an option that you can do. Else, I guess you could always do the option whether or not you find a word or not with just keeping I the same and just incrementing j, right? J plus 1. Yeah. And then you would always try to find, oh, the answer would be the or of these two, right? Yeah, so return the or of these two. Yeah, I feel like that's a solution, no? Am I missing something? I feel like that's literally it. Okay, let's start implementing. We can probably memorize this too, yeah. Yeah, so it's probably n squared time because we're doing this for every combination of I and j, worst case, I think. Yeah. Okay, let's try this out. No, my notes are destroyed. Oh, there we go. Fine, that works. Okay, so we should do a helper function again. Helper function. I is a int, j is a int. Okay, so if I is greater than or equal to length of s, then you return true. If j is greater than or equal to length of s, return false. Okay. Let's set use me equal to false by default. So this is the me is, I'm writing me as in using the current word. So if, how do you get a substring in Python? Python substring string and, oh, is this inclusive? First character to exclude, so I have to do j plus 1 maybe. So if string I j plus 1 is in the word dict, then I guess the result of using me is equal to self.helper, input the string, the same word dict, j plus 1, j plus 1. Yeah. And then the other option is to just continue without using the current substring. So we'll do helper. So no use me is equal to self.helper, same string, same word dict. I is still the same, j plus 1. And then you return the result of using me or no use me. And then I have to go up here and call the helper function. Return helper. Kinoe says, Yoho, hello. Yoho Kinoe. How's your day going? I hope your day is going good. I think I'm having a chill day too. Okay, let's read through our code. So if I is out of bounds, return true. J is out of bounds, return false. Going all right. Hey, good to hear. Using me, using the current substring is false by default. We'll just assume it doesn't work. Else substring I through j if it's in word dict. The result of using me is equal to j plus 1, j plus 1, okay. No use me is equal to I, j plus 1, return use me or no use me. Okay, let's try this. Runtime error. Oh, I keep forgetting the self dot function. Use me is equal to false. Oh, I forgot in Python, you need to capitalize your booleans. It's a common mistake of mine. Let's go! We got it. Okay, when we submit, we're probably gonna get time limit exceeded due to slow recursion, but then we can just memwise it. It's fine. Hopefully. Time limit exceeded. I love my golden Leetcode extension. Let's use this test case. Let's just see what happens if we do add cache here. Oh. Unhashable type list. Oh, okay, that's kind of problematic. We can try to get around this though. We can just have, ooh, hold on, this is, ooh, self dot my dict is equal to word dict. Oh no, is this gonna work? And then let's just not pass in word dict into the helper function. The helper function does not need word dict. Word dict is just the same everywhere anyways, right? So where do I use word dict? We should use my dict instead. So no need to pass this in here, no need to pass this in here. Here we'll just place it with self.myDict. Yay, it worked. It worked. Yeah, so all we did was extract word dict into a, I guess, I don't even know what you call this, a self.variable, so that it can be accessed anywhere inside the class. I guess you call this a class variable. You call this in Python. Python, what do you call variable with self dot an instance variable? I guess, yeah, instance specific one. Instance variable. Submit. Let's go. We got it. Oh, that feels nice. I was so intimidated by dynamic programming questions in Python. But after I found out the basically cheat code of using the add cache decorator, things have changed. I am no longer afraid. I love this add cache so much. In Java, I would have to think about how to actually cache it with arrays or hash maps. This add cache is such a lifesaver. I love this. And the code is so simple too, look. See what the... Wait, this looks really simple too. What are they doing here? Word dict is equal to set word dict. Oh, that's clever. So they changed the list to a set for O of 1 lookup time. Dynamic programming. False. I guess they're doing DP on... So the DP array probably represents... Can you form a sentence ending at that index maybe? Christian says, hi, how are you doing? I'm doing good. How are you doing? I think I'm having a chill day today. I was thinking about doing a parody ASMR video, but I didn't have time to plan it out, so I'm doing more Leetcoding today. I wanted to read the Alex Shu cracking the... What's it called? Cracking the system design interview. Amit Patel says hi. Hello, Amit. Hold on. Do I know you, Amit? Is this the Amit that I know in real life? No. Amit says, just watch your latest contest video. Oh. What'd you think of it? I really enjoyed that last contest too. Are you talking about this one? I entered another rain coding contest. Yeah, I really enjoyed this contest. Like, wait, I was doing this whole strat in the contest, the add cache thing, but it didn't work because it got like memory limit exceeded or something. So I had to use an LRU cache and then keep expanding its memory until the submission finally accepted. It was so stupid, but it was really funny at the same time. I totally forgot what I was gonna do. Oh yeah, I was talking about making a parody ASMR video. I wanted to do like ASMR reading you a bedtime story, but I'm reading the Cracking the System Design textbook. I think that would be so funny. I need to configure my mic so that it doesn't sound all distorty and peaking when I speak like really closely into it like this. I feel like it distorts currently. Well, I wouldn't know. I'm not listening to my audio right now anyways. Cool. Yeah, I was really intimidated by Python dynamic programming before because Raj says hello. Hello, hi Raj. How are you doing? Yeah, I was really intimidated by Python dynamic programming because I originally thought that top-down recursion with memoization doesn't work in Python. I tried manually memoizing at first with my own 2D arrays and hash maps or just arrays, and I would get like I don't know, memory limit exceeded or something like that. I forgot what the error message is. Basically, it doesn't work. Apparently opening up recursive frames in Python is really expensive. But then I learned about the cache decorators and it's so convenient now. I need to worry about, okay, I'm gonna pass in whatever data structure through my recursive call. It just does it for you. It's so nice. Oh yeah, we were looking at this thing. So this is another person's solution. They were actually doing bottom-up dynamic programming. I think by default they're doing their DP array is basically at each index. What's the best sentence, like what's like the best case solution ending at the current index, I think? DP0 is equal to true. Yeah, that's probably what they're doing. Wait, DP0 is true? Because there's nothing in the sentences? Trues is equal to 0. I have no idea what they're doing here. Okay, so they're iterating for I, and then for every j. If j through I, oh, they're doing it backwards? What? What are they doing here? Why are they doing it backwards? J through I. If S, J through I is in word dict, DPI is equal to true. I'm so confused. And then trues.append I, break. Return DP minus 1, return the end. No clue what they're doing. So for every I, for every j that comes after it, DPI sounds like DPI. What's DPI? Dots per inch? DPI. Dots per inch. Oh, it's a measurement of printer. It's a measurement of how good your printer is. Oh, it's kind of late in my time zone. 12:02. It's okay, I can read this some other time. I'm gonna hop off for now. Thanks everyone for coming. Thanks Kinoe, Raj, Amit Patil. I hope you're not the Amit I know in real life. This will be embarrassing if you found out my YouTube channel. Bye Krishna. See you guys next time. Bye Krishna, bye Kinoe.